Hello, my name is Obinako. Welcome. I want to share briefly from chapter 5 of the book that I wrote, Perspective, how to develop the mindset to start and build your own business. Two major skills that an entrepreneur must have: the ability to see, to envision, the ability to think way ahead of others, and the ability to pick people and develop them into a team. These two skills are very much important. So in chapter 5, I had some few things to say about this. Most people don't like reading. Most people don't like if you're going to have any leverage as an entrepreneur, is your ability to continue to learn, your ability to continue to read, to get information on this thing that we call entrepreneurship. Okay, so because you're only going to do from what you know, not many people are able to succeed without knowing. So learning then is part of our journey. I mean, there is no end to it. So the ability to keep on learning and applying is key. And one of the best places that you can do that is being able to read, to acquire knowledge. So having a vision has a way of giving us leverage over difficulties. One of the best tools to use in order to endure the painful moments, the most hurtful moments as you build your business, is your ability to see far, to envision what you're trying to put together, what you're trying to build. So that takes you from the existing pain, the current pain, is able to put, as a matter of fact, the reality is in the vision. So we should expect much from life. You can't just live life for yourself. You should be able to do more beyond yourself, and that comes from vision. Vision requires selflessness and patience. If you see anybody who is so much selfish, their vision is not beyond them. And if you see anybody who is so much in haste, it's because they don't have much vision. Vision is required to be very selfless, and also you have to be very patient if you're a person who has vision. If we want to build businesses, then it will be beneficial to have a vision. Our sense of vision should not be numb because of difficulty. We can start from our rooms, but we should think big and far. So the vision, you should be able to think far and think big. Nobody will punish you if you think big. Nobody can. They don't take tax on that. Nobody can stop you. So if you're an entrepreneur, you have to play with that. Who knows what will happen when we think big? Nobody knows it. Just think big. Just think big. Nobody can punish you for that. But then be ready to start from where you are. Making the team own the vision calls for leadership. You cannot just have the vision. Your team must be able to also own the vision, and that comes through training. Until the team owns the vision, it is just your vision. It is only your vision, but it becomes our vision when you're able to build, a team which is able to see that vision. A vision is meant to be shared. You can't keep a vision just by yourself and say it's a secret. It's not a secret. You're building a team. You must have something that you're looking up to. Until the team owns the vision, you have not done your job as a leader, as an entrepreneur. Even if you have one team member, you should be able to share the idea, share where you want to go with them. We can raise the standards when we train our team to own the vision. When people get inspired and committed, when they can see where we are going. This is so important because after that, you would have to be present for them to work, and when you are not there, not much will be done. Most of our people in our country, major concern for people who are building businesses is that you don't seem to get people who will be that selfless and work in your absence. So most people are able to just build a business, they create a business only for themselves. Why? Because they are not able to pick people, train them to see the vision. So it's a major requirement. If you see anybody who is doing business all alone, it's because they lack distance. They lack the ability to have vision, and they lack the ability to build a team, because they think that they are the only people who can do everything. A vision starts with the problems that we want to solve. So this business, what vision do you have for it? What problem do you think you're solving? Maybe you're solving lack of accommodation, that's why you go into real estate. Maybe you want to create employment, that's why you have created that factory, or you want to introduce a special product to the market. Maybe you want to help people to buy shoes at a very cheap rate. You have to have a reason for that, and that reason must be beyond just making money. It should create value for the society and for human beings. Many people don't have vision for their lives. If they want to run a business, if you want to run a business, you need to have a vision and be committed to realizing it. This is what separates you from those who are only in it for the money. The vision, or a vision, is not meant to make you selfish. Once the vision is about problem solving, you cannot be relevant. Once you're solving problems, then you cannot be relevant, because everybody wants comfort, everybody wants a problem solved. Everybody wants convenience, and if that becomes the vision of your business, and then you'll be in the game for a very long time. Many people are so self-focused that they care less about the problems our country is facing. That's why most people are looking for jobs. If you want to solve problems, then you can say that there are no opportunities here. It's a lie. If anybody tells you that there are no opportunities in our country, it's a lie. Wherever there are problems, then you can always see that there is always an avenue for you to become relevant. So make sure the vision is solving a problem. Many people are so it is about their livelihood. Most people, it is about their livelihood, their career, their family, their children. That is what the school put in us, the middle class, as we call them. In our country, by the time, or in most African countries, or in the world, as a matter of fact, the school trains you to become selfish, because it's just your interest. That's why you write the exam, you want to become the number one. That's why they push you to say you are very much intelligent. And so most people finish school and they don't have the ability to put a team together, because all along it was only about them. So that's why when they finish school, they want to marry, they want to raise family, they want to get a job. They never see the problems of the society. That's why when you see a lot of them in Land Cruiser and the other person has not eaten, or they have to solve problems so people's life will become less stressful, they don't see it, because their training was largely on being self-centered. So career, family, job, and that's all. And you cannot have that kind of vision if you want to make great difference in life and in our country. Vision requires that we add value to lives. So all entrepreneurs must be driven by this: add value, solve problems. That is what entrepreneurship is about. It's not just going to get a contract and being paid huge money, and then you have a lot of money and you have not solved anything. Most of our top business people, a lot of them, if you take government contract out, they have no business. They have no business. They hardly can develop a product and take it to the market, or they hardly can develop a concept and take it to the market. It has to be government contract, connection, supply, construction projects. That's all. And that's why we still have a lot of unemployment issues, because we are not building mainstream business, because we're just thinking of ourselves. So the process of business development takes time. It takes time to develop a business. We should understand the culture and environment that we operate. You should know how our people think, how they work, and how to build them. If you don't understand the culture and how people think, and how businesses go through stages and processes to become relevant and grow, then you will not be able to put a team together, and you will not be able to build a business. So the resilience that we need to acquire leadership and business skills, you have to be very resilient. You have to be very much strong. Patience, networks, emotional intelligence, they all need time to nurture, because you all start from nothing. So, but until you have these things, it's going to be very difficult for you to build a very strong team. And a business without team is technically not a business. All of these are ingredients that we will need to be successful. We have to invest in ourselves and have full confidence in people and the dignity they deserve. You have to have this primary basic skill, which is you have to trust people. You can work with people and doubt everything, that every move, every decision they make. You have to trust people. That's how you get the best out of people. Even those that you don't have to trust. And treat them with respect and dignity. You have to do that because you desire that, and you must give it to every human being. when it comes to starting a business, where you come from, your family background, your education, and all other social privileges don't really matter, because you're going to fight that much. You are going to fight to be able to be relevant. So if you come from a background where nobody knows you, you are going to fight for that much time. But everybody has a fair chance to fight, because it's just a fight. What matters is a positive outlook of life. You have to be very much positive. You can't just be only be looking at negative, and you're very paranoid. No, you have to be very much positive. Stay positive and be convinced that you have all that it takes to be what you envision. The reality is in the vision. Don't feel disadvantaged. Don't be victimized. Don't feel like you're a victim. A lot of people complain, and a lot of people think that they have nothing. You cannot have that kind of outlook of life and be successful. You have to have this belief that you have what it takes, and you have the blessing. And as a matter of fact, you are blessed enough to pick from where you are and to keep going and to make a difference. So be confident that once you can see it, it can become it. And you are ready to develop the skills it will take to achieve. Between you and where you want to go are skills that you have got to develop. Without those skills, it will be very difficult to see success. So you can have a vision, but you need a team to realize that vision. So the team is that critical. The ability to identify the gifts in people and nurture them is one knack of an entrepreneur. You must be able to see somebody, even when they themselves may not even know that gift that they have. But you as an entrepreneur must be able to see, and sometimes even take the pain to nurture them. People will follow you when they see themselves in the vision, and it is your job to make this clear to your team. Whenever people are building anything, it is very dangerous when they don't appreciate the contributions of others. So you must also contribute. You must also appreciate the contribution of others and what others bring on board. It is a threat to the growth of the relationship. We just have to learn to appreciate one another's contribution and be thankful always. We have to learn how to appreciate one another and be thankful always. It is the only way we can build together. If you're building together, you must know what skill you have and what skill you don't have, and what others contribute. If you want a good team, you have to be a good team player. You cannot want a good team and you always focus on yourself.